What's going on, y'all? Happy Saturday. And we're just going to let some people roll in here real quick. We're going to kind of talk about what we're doing on stream today. With the sliders just dropping yesterday, I did create a franchise, kind of knowing that I'm going to have to restart whenever they drop the trade update, because there's really going to be no way that they can patch in edge rushers and give them traits, right? I mean, like, how would you do that? What if someone's in year 2 or year 3? So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to restart. Either way, surprise, I completely switched up I went to Panthers, man. I just kind of fell in love with the idea that I had for the Panthers. Really, the more I looked, I like their jerseys, I like their uniforms. Not going to get a lot of cold weather games, but it is possible. I looked, and they've had in Charlotte games where they played below freezing. They just didn't have snow with it. So we'll see. But either way, I just want to have a fun experience, and I'm sure whenever EA drops their big first patch that should address, hopefully, I don't really care about gameplay stuff. I want them to address franchise stuff. Yo, BergTech, your streams are always chill. Hey, man, that's the vibe, bro. Appreciate you agreeing with that, or thinking that. Catching up on chat. Brandon, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming through. Nick says, hoping to learn how to play better defense today. I have gotten better at slowing down the CPU, but my pass defense is still pretty rough. Yeah, we'll talk about that, Nick. Now, there's some things you can do to help. Some things you can't, but incorporating shells, not the shells at, like, the line of scrimmage where you can only put, you know, show cover 2, show cover 3. Like, I mean, actually in the play call screen, the shells that they have there, mixing in that with stunts to get better pressure will definitely help. But there's also sometimes there's just nothing you can do. So we're going to obviously get into gameplay. This is, I got through the preseason. We got week 1 against the Jaguars. Go over a couple things that I have done with my franchise that you guys might want to do as well. I see Will is starting with the Raiders. Yeah, I think a lot of people want to do Raiders because of Genty, man, and I don't blame them. You're in year 3 already? Holy smokes. Live Fear or Die. Realistic AI CPU needs addressed 100%. They got a lot they need to do in franchise mode. I just hope that they're aware of it, and I hope that it's priority. I don't think there's a ton they need to do gameplay wise. Of course, there's some glitchiness with certain plays and stuff like that, but other than maybe some more consistent running game from the CPU, although I've had decent running games so far. And like, I was playing a preseason game last night, you guys, and I was playing the Browns, and on their first drive, they ran the ball 4 times, right? In those first 4 carries, they were -5 yards, and I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, dude, what did I release? On their 5th carry, they busted a 20-yard run for a touchdown. Then their 6th carry, they busted like an 8-yard run. And then by the time it was all said and done, at the end of the first quarter, they had 8 carries for like 40 yards. So it's one of those things that you just have to stick through sometimes. So, yo, Bethlehem Kid, College Football is back. Dude, I saw the roster update. I'm going to restart my Purdue franchise, or Dynasty, I should say, because of that. Also because I need to do something different for wear and tear. It's been long enough that more people, not me, have spent time figuring out wear and tear for getting to the end of the season and your players aren't dead on a stretcher. So we want to do that. I'm going to show you guys what I did. I made 3 trades, you guys. So the 3rd trade wasn't even a planned trade, but it happened. I'll explain why. But the first trade I did was I needed to find a home for Bryce Young. I made the decision. I don't want... No, you don't need to put... dude, Live Free. I don't have gameplay sliders for that touched at all. I have 2 gameplay sliders touched, man. Wide receiver catching and quarterback accuracy for the CPU. That's it. Everything else is default 50. Anyway, I did not want to play with Bryce Young. I made the decision that I wanted a different quarterback. So I was looking around trying to find a home for Bryce Young, and I found a home for him, and it made sense with what I needed to get back from them. So I traded Bryce Young to the Steelers. I looked at the Raiders, but Geno Smith has 3 years of $40 million a year. I looked at the Rams, again, older quarterback. It didn't make sense. Aaron Rodgers is on a 1-year deal. Bryce Young has a couple years left on his rookie deal. Aaron Rodgers on a 1-year deal. This makes perfect sense. Will Howard is not most likely the future of the Steelers, and having Bryce Howard right there, or Bryce Young, excuse me, for 2 more years potentially if they pick up his 5th year option, makes so much sense for the Steelers. And in return, they already had 2 good tight ends here with Pat Freiermuth and Jonnu Smith. So they had a tight end, Darnell Washington, who I was like, yeah, man, he's a young guy. He's 6'7". Look at the other tight ends on our. I mean, he's instantly a starter for us. So it made sense. I traded Bryce Young to the Steelers for Darnell Washington. We did a little pick swap. I got, was it a future 2nd and a current 3rd? And then I sent them a 5th, I believe, a future 5th. So it was a pretty good trade, for a former number 1 overall quarterback. Going to a team that definitely needs someone on their roster for the future. The next trade was I then needed my quarterback. Yeah, Steelers are a great team on defense, man. And I think Bryce Young honestly could fit in over there. They like to run the ball. You can add a lot of variations with him in the run game. I think that's going to be interesting. Oh, Bethlehem, I understand what you're saying now. You mean because it's actually the game is in the game over overseas. Yeah, I got you, in Ireland. So then you guys might have mentioned or heard me if you were on my last stream. I wanted Joe Milton. I was like, he's 6'5". He's got 85 speed. He's got 99 throw power. This is like a poor man's Cam Newton, right? Big arm, can run the ball, big, strong quarterback. He's only 25. I made the trade with the Cowboys. All they wanted in exchange, I did a trade finder. They wanted Ashawn Robinson. Hold on, if I want to get his name right. They said they wanted Ashawn Robinson. This is who they wanted back. I looked, I was like 78 overall. I can't do that. I was like, no way. And then I went back and I looked at my roster and I was like, actually, we're pretty deep at the defensive tackle position. I can do that. That's all they wanted. Boom. Those are my only 2 trades that I had any inclination, like any intention of making. After cut day, I cut my 22 players. I went in and was like looking to see who was available, try to scoop up some guys. And there was one wide receiver that got straight up cut and one that was on a practice squad. And I was like, yeah, we're signing these guys straight up. So Booty was on the practice squad. Treylon Burks was straight up cut. I signed them both. As you can see, we need help at the wide receiver position. Now I got a lot of guys under 25 and under to try to develop and see who stands out. That made Adam Thielen expendable. I did what they're talking about in real life. I sent him to the Vikings for a 7th round pick. Those are my trades. That's how my roster looks. So they have Adam Thielen now. And that's all I did, you guys. I picked up a couple other players that were in the waiver wire and stuff like that, but don't you think EA makes the majority of rookie quarterbacks too low no matter what they fail? I don't think that at all. I've seen rookie quarterbacks blow up too, depending on their dev trait, which matters. You have to also remember this is why I don't like XP based progression. Is the player has to play. So you really can't take a quarterback in the first round, sit him for 3 years like Aaron Rodgers or Jordan Love like the Packers did, or even 1 year like Mahomes, and then throw him in there. He's not earning XP outside of practice. He's not earning in-game XP, so he's not going to get that. He's not going to just grow up from sitting. That's why they need to redo the XP system completely. Jonathan, this is the sliders from yesterday, man. This is my slider set from yesterday. I'm just gonna stream it, man. I haven't streamed too much Madden. I haven't streamed too much with the sliders. So it's like, you know, I dropped a slider set. I actually had it scheduled to go today, and I changed it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get this out on Thursday for people, or on Friday, excuse me. Let you guys have the weekend. So yeah, I had it scheduled for today, but we changed it. Brad, what's up? Yeah, I forgot I'm competing with a college football game right now, so might be tough to get some viewers in here, but we will still run with it. So anyway, all I had left to do before we dive in the game, I wanted your guys' opinion on this, was maybe some formation subs. Like, see if you guys had any ideas, you know, what we could do here. I do want to naturally put Rico Dowdle in. Jonathan Brooks is out for the year, unfortunately, who I was really excited to give a lot of tick to. But in these power formations, Chuba Hubbard's we gotta get Rico Dowdle in here a little bit. This is gonna be a great way to get good running back rotations anyway, and I'm mostly looking at the power sets. We'll leave who's number 5? Oh, he's already in that one. Okay, we'll leave it like that. And then in the gun here, we'll put, he's out there on he's already out there on that one, so we're good there. We'll put him in a couple here, just so we get a normal rotation without always having to do the wear and tear subs. And then I was thinking about doing, we got a couple, let's do one more shotgun here. This is what I want to do. I want to get I can't shoot, he has to be out there. I wanted to find a couple places to put where is he at? No, Jimmy Horn out here. I wanted to find some places. I created myself, man. If you can see in the top right corner, maybe you can. We'll switch to the bigger screen. I created myself, bro. I only used existing coach when just testing. Live free or die. So on my draft settings, these are the best draft settings video. I post the link in the description of that video. We're gonna go ahead. We just got to get Jimmy Horn a little bit of action here, right? And we can kind of hide him. That's all. I have him listed as my gadget player too. Let's go. Where would I want him over here? I don't know. We're going to leave it for now. Defense, I'll do a lot of this stuff off of stream, but I want to set that up. I also want to let you guys know I went ahead and I looked at my team for traits, right? We know that I love the traits idea. They just didn't do it to a lot of players. So I went and looked on my team because I want to have full disclosure with you guys. I recommend you guys doing this as well. I looked on my team. I didn't do anything for my wide receivers or running backs because they're not good enough and I control the running back. But Derek Brown didn't have a single trait. Now he's not a 99 in the real roster. He's still like in the 90s though. So you'd think he'd have a trait or two. So I went and added Power Rusher, Fly Swatter, and Hammerhead to replicate his overall, to try to give him a little bit of a way to stand out. My edge rushers are so low that I didn't give them any traits. They're 76s. 76 and a 77, I'm not going to give them any traits. I think you got to be up into the 80s, you know, to at least to get some traits to stand out. So what's up, Jordan? Welcome to the stream. I also went through and I did give JC Horn a trait because all he had was undisciplined, and he's an 86 overall. So I added Red Zone Jammer. I just thought, you know, we need to do something like that. And then to, you know, every time I play a team, I'm going to do the same thing. So for the Jaguars, I went and I looked at their roster and I added Travis Hunter already has a shit ton of traits. I was like, okay, they did him well. Good job. I added one trait to Trevor Lawrence. It was the quarterbacks have traits done really well. I added snap mischief. I just think it's good to have quarterbacks try to draw, you know, players off sides. I think more need to have that. For Travis Etienne, he's an A2. I just added he just does jukes a little bit more, just because we like to see running backs try to juke. That's the only one I gave him. Brian Thomas Jr. didn't have anything. I gave him 2 traits. I gave him based on his archetype. He's a playmaker, so I gave him rack receiver, I gave him showboat, and I gave him elusive instinct. Again, if he's a rack receiver, he should be trying to, like, you know, juke some guys out, make him try to stand out a little bit more. And then I didn't have to do anything for theirs. Heinz Allen actually had some traits. Didn't have to do anything there. Eric Armstead I gave fly swatter to. So yeah, I you know, do it for your team, do it for the team you're about to play. I think traits are very important to your gameplay experience. It's gonna, again, seeing the CPU team players, you know, especially running backs, wide receivers, do some of those more unique animations is just a good thing. Catching up on the chat. Yeah, Joe, I'm glad you're having a good time, man. I really am. So we're actually going to go play a game. We're going to play the Jaguars game here. Real quick, see if you guys are curious, I will show you because I did create myself as a coach. I did use some. You can see I kept 50 points in there. I upgraded myself a little bit. Didn't really do too much. I was mostly focusing on some like development stuff. You know, I have the camp counselor here. Don't have it for some of these guys, but working on our wide receiver development because we need help at the wide receiver position. So yeah, I'm enjoying this aspect of it. It feels really RPG to me, which I really appreciate. And let's see what we're going to do for uniforms here, guys. Again, Jaguars were a team that it's kind of funny. Like, I was all in on the Giants. And then last stream, I was like, you guys, I'm thinking about the Panthers and or the Jaguars. Both teams, you wouldn't get snow games, but I like their uniforms. I like the potential there. It's funny that this is the matchup for week 1. But I like the Jaguars' older jerseys. I like the 2000s Classic with the Jaguar logo on there, but I really like these ones. The 2010s. Let's see, that's Classic away. Where's the 2010 Classic home? Here we go. I can't. I like the way this jersey has like the white on there, but I don't like the white pants with it. But they have the alternate, right? Or can I do the... I hate those. We'll just give them the... oh, man. We'll rock these. Holy smokes, it's actually showing ours too. That hasn't happened in hot, but we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do our aways. We're gonna go all white, but I'm not gonna always go all white. I did switch my scheme and my playbooks up a little bit too. Do you have to load main menu sliders every time you load in? No, not as long as you save the main menu. If you create the save file for it in the main menu, then it'll automatically be there. All right, let's switch cameras.
You are about to experience sports video games at their full potential. Prepare to be transported to an alternate dimension, where we blur the lines between simulation and reality. Welcome to the Simgamingnetwork.
And in the right camera here? Yes, we are. All right. Sorry. There we go. All right. I don't know if they have a uniform schedule. I do not know. I think they do have some of them set in there, because they do randomly have like their throwbacks. But I don't know if it's like set in the game or not, you know? Yo, is the music still here, you guys? I don't remember if I set it in for this, ooh. For this scene. Alright, I got my depth chart set. These are the exact same 3 plays that were suggested to me in my preseason game against the Browns, first time out. Exact same 3 plays. And I had Adam Thielen, which is where McMillan is now. I had him wide open over the middle. Not that time, though. Good defense. Alright, we'll run it here. But if someone could let me know if the audio is still good, that'd be appreciated. Just because I didn't set up... I mean, I just do what I want for the uniforms. Thinking, I mean, literally, I think you're overthinking it, man. I do the CPU's uniforms based on what I want to run. So it's like, I wanted to run all whites this game, so I want them to be, obviously, I don't want them to have white. No! I didn't know he's turning up field. Oh no, that's a disastrous start to the season. I didn't know he was turning up field. No. I gotta look and see. I don't remember. Yep, I thought he was staying in the flat. Nope, but he's supposed to turn up field. That's just me being stupid, man. Forgetting the play. That's awful. That's an awful way to start our season with our new quarterback. Man, awful. Alright, we're going to do what we're going to do, which is going to be, we're going to run the ball. We're going to be trying to run the ball. Set everything up. We don't have good wide receivers. We don't have an established quarterback. Battle of the 95 expansion teams. That's right. And what's crazy is to think each team, like the Panthers won the NFC Championship game a year later, and weren't they both in the championship game the following year? It was the Patriots beat the Jaguars, and then the Packers beat the Panthers. Ah, we almost got it. We're going to move Sanders. We got to get this first down. We're not going to get it. God dang it. I would have liked to have Rico Dowdle out there for that one. He's just a little bit bigger, stronger back. I think he maybe could have got the extra push needed. All right. So I was mentioning it. I don't want to blitz there. We're just going to go cover 3. I was mentioning it. Someone asked about getting better at pass coverage. Using your shells there at the play call screen, which if you use coach suggestions. Hey, Germ, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate that, man. Like right down here in the bottom screen, you can see shells. I'm going to use a cover 2 shell, even though I'm going to man up right here. You call your own plays on defense for the shells. It wasn't Jake Delhomme, it was Kerry Collins. Jake Delhomme was in 2005. Let's run this 5-2 here. 3rd and inches, we better blitz that. No, it was crazy. It was Kerry Collins led the Panthers to the NFC Championship game, and then he was with the Giants and led them to the Super Bowl where they got absolutely routed. We're going to be a man team, so I'm going to run a lot of man. No, you're good, bro. I mean, you're talking 30 years ago, man. You're fine. I just know because I'm a Packers fan, so I know like a little bit about who is... Oh, no. See, I don't know if adding the juke trait on there made him do that more, but at least he was, you know what I mean? Should have never traded Bryce. You would have thrown that pick. I mean, if I told him to, he was going to. Bro, they are running the ball a lot, and I love it right now. They are really running the rock. They haven't even come out in a 3-wide receiver set yet. We have a 3rd and 5. We are going to stay in the cover 3 shell. I should show a blitz here. Oh, see, I added that to Trevor Lawrence. This is the importance of traits. Without that trait, he's not trying that fake snap to get the free first down. Instead, he gave them a 5-yard penalty. Now we are going to run over, and we are going to be in... we get to sit back in a zone here. I'm going to throw a stunt in. And we got pressure and hit him as he threw. Let's go. You figure out a slider to get the sun to move in the sky. I really would like that lighting like they had in college football. I'm hoping they can incorporate that in a patch. Like, I don't think they realize, or maybe they are realizing how much people love that feature in college football. They have been getting, it might seem like something small, but people have ranting and raving over that. People love, I mean, I'm one of them too. I wish they would go back a couple years ago. I think it was Madden 24, maybe it was last year. They had by the play in PS4 version Madden progressive lighting. By the play, not by the quarter, every play. Someone made a post on Operation Sports and showed proof that every single play the sun was moving. They need to fix this right here. They got two guys just, I mean, come on. Let's go. Get that block. Let's go. Big time play. Let's go. Bro, I don't know what the uniform schedule is for the NFL thinking, but I can tell you this much. If you go to my draft class wheel, right? If you just go to that wheel, you can click on there and click make my own wheel. And then you can make a wheel. It's free. It's literally free. And you can composite the data. There we go. Yo, Big Red Dog, what's going on, man? Sean, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming through. I'm so happy that screenplay worked, man. Trying to get like a big run play would be really great. Rico Dotto. All right, yeah, we'll substitute. Got 3rd and 4 here. You know what? I'm gonna run Z spot. I got my new toy in Darnell Washington, 6'7". They're in a zone, but if he opens up, I can maybe get him. We need 4 yards here. Nope, we're just gonna take the flat. We'll get a 4th inches. We'll go for it. I'm trying to get points this drive. I'm trying to get what? Oh, it's because I'm a custom coach, so it doesn't know that I want to go for this, which is fine. We are going for this on the road on the other side of the 50. It's inches. We are going for this. Oh, we got that one. All right, let's go. Tough going so far running the football, but we stick with it. We'll be all right. Let's check our wear and tear here. Everything looks good so far. Let's go. Oh, good defense. I slid in the pocket just a little bit to give myself some time. They're manned up. I'm super excited about the Darnell Washington acquisition. I really am. It might seem like not much, but he's a young tight end. He's 6'7". I think he's going to thrive with what we're trying to do here in Carolina. I had my guy, but the pressure got to me. Oh, man. I had him. Pressure was too much, though. Are they blitzing? What are they going to do here? You love it, Sean? That's good, man. Why did I trade for this guy if you're not going to run with him? I didn't care too much about, like, I don't run a lot with my quarterbacks. Like, I will scramble some, but I traded for him because of the 99 throw power. And if I need to scramble, I can, but I'm not a scramble first guy. I'm a try to find a receiver kind of guy. Yeah, that animation's in both games. It needs to go. How many games have you played, Sean? I see you got beat by the Bengals, but how many other games have you played? Yeah, I will scramble Bethlehem. Don't worry. We're in the first quarter. I'm feeling it out, and I'm just trying to keep my eyes downfield, I'm trying to feel it out, right? I only played one quarter with my team in the preseason because I wanted to get this up and running. I just didn't have time. Like, I played it last night. I had to do all the other stuff, and oh no. Yeah. Okay, and they beat you, huh? Did they run the ball at all on you? Or was it just Joe Burrow just doing Joe Burrow stuff? Ooh, nice stiff arm. Only got no yards there, but it really looked like he was going to get something there. We're going to stay in the 4-2-5, I think. And we're going to throw in a stunt here. Oh, and they ran it. I love how much they're trying to run the football right now. We're going to stay in the 4-2-5. Just one regular season game so far? Yeah. No. Oh, man. There's Brian Thomas. We didn't get any pressure there. That's kind of my fault. Gotta run some stunts if there's any hope of getting pressure. Oh, man. Oh, I need to go here. That's a good question. I mean, injuries play obviously a huge role. I mean, it's tough to not want to say the Ravens because of what that team has, but they haven't even. I mean, when it comes to playoffs, the Bills are the one that consistently makes it further, right? The Bengals don't have the defense. They'll have offense to make them a playoff caliber team, but I don't think that they're going to be like competing for a Super Bowl with that defense. You look at it and you gotta go Chiefs, Ravens, and Bills are the three teams that you'd look at. And to me, it's the Bills. Like, they're right there. You think about it, they've been in position to beat the freaking Chiefs in the playoffs twice, and it just escaped them barely, right? So I think the Bills. I like the Bills this year. I think the Chiefs. It's so hard to maintain that kind of dominance for that many years. Even the Patriots. I mean, they weren't going to Super Bowls as consecutively as the Chiefs have been the last 7 years, right? Even the Patriots had some years where they were going to make the playoffs because the AFC East was absolutely dog water, but they weren't doing anything special in the playoffs. They were losing in divisional round, or even in the AFC Championship games. So I think it's just really tough to maintain that level of dominance, and so I think the Bills. Broncos, I think they're a year or two away. And the reason I say that is because we've seen rookie quarterbacks have great seasons like Bo Nix had last year, and then you have sophomore slump. So that's why I never kind of really get on the rookie quarterback thing. Like, the last time a rookie quarterback had a good or great first season and then backed it up their second season, unless I'm wrong, it was Ben Roethlisberger. Unless I'm forgetting somebody. RG3, second season, not that great compared to his first. Cam Newton was like a slow progression. I mean, he won Rookie of the Year. He had a good first season, but was his second season that much better than his first? I don't remember. So that's what I'm saying. If I'm If I could be wrong there with Cam, but you know, we've had a lot of quarterbacks that have come in and had really, really good rookie years, and then they had a slump. Oh, there we go. Big hole. Can we get gone? We're gone. Let's go. Quick score, quick answer. We haven't been able to run the ball. Lamar. Yeah, but he didn't play much his first year, though. Joe Burrow. Yeah. Well, he didn't play much his second year, did he? Didn't he get hurt? What am I thinking that he got hurt? I thought he got hurt his second year. Didn't he tear his ACL his second year? Did Brock Purdy play the full year he was a rookie? Or didn't he come in when Jimmy got hurt? Or I don't remember how that went. CJ Stroud? He had a really good rookie year. But what were his stats like his second year compared to his rookie year? Wasn't there a drop-off? Brock Purdy, yeah, I mean, regardless, Brock Purdy, you're 100% right there. But did he start all 16, 17 games as a rookie? No, you're good, JD. You're good, man. Are you in an online franchise, Smokey? I didn't do anything special. I'm in an offline one. It used to pop up for me too, actually. I don't know what I did that would have made that not be here. Yeah, he came in, so he sat for a little while, right? He was kind of like Pat Mahomes, right? Because you could say, oh, technically Pat Mahomes, his second year, he played one game, like... I guess I'm talking about a rookie who played the full rookie season, and his second year, his stats were better. In the very next season, no injury, nothing like that. Do I have a rule on how many moves you make in a season? I feel like I always go a little too far making moves year 1, 2. I don't have a rule, man. I just try to be realistic with it. Like this one, I made 3 moves, and I only had 2. It was move Bryce Young and then go trade for the quarterback that I wanted. The third one with Thielen was literally just because of some practice squad wide receivers that I wanted on my team, and so then I needed to. I had to get rid of a player. I had too many people on my team, and it made sense to move Thielen. And they're talking about him in real life anyway, being gone. So that's why I did the third move. But I didn't do anything crazy. I mean, believe me, there's other players I'd like to go get for my defense. My linebacker core is awful. No, get him. It's tough to follow that rookie season up, yeah. We'll see. I also think people need to remember that the Commanders weren't going to the NFC Championship game if that Detroit Lions team wasn't absolutely depleted. You look at how many players that team lost. Big name starting players, dude. They were absolutely just demolished by the time they got to that game. The Commanders did what they should have done against the team that hurt. You know what I mean? Speaking of that, so the Lions, I mean, Frank Ragnow, loss of him is big. but they're still a really, really good team. So Lions, the thing that sucks is we didn't get to see the Lions and the Eagles or the Lions and the Rams last year. The last 2 years, we didn't get to see that. But the Rams loaded up and they played the Eagles. I mean, they were very close to winning that game. The Rams were. That front seven for the Rams is really good, and then they just swapped Cooper Kupp for Devontae Adams. But Russell Wilson, so he had a good... that dude was carried by the Legion of Boom. It's not like Russell Wilson was out here, you know, just doing everything, right? I mean, he had one of the better defenses in the NFL, you know, to lean on. And they leaned on Marshawn Lynch and then, you know, the defense. He wasn't asked to do too much. He didn't have to do too much. Russ didn't really start to come Russ until kind of after that defense got a little bit depleted and he started to chuck the ball down the field more. But the Rams, I think people are sleeping on the Rams. That front seven is crazy. Matt Stafford, if he can stay healthy, has been playing really, really well. Man, I cannot get anything downfield in the passing game. They have a pretty good running game with Kyren Williams and Blake Corum. They obviously got two elite wide receivers, a strong front seven. The Rams are... not a lot of people are thinking about the Rams, but dude, the Rams, the Lions, and here's the other thing people always forget. The Bucks have had the Eagles' number the last 2 years. When they've played, the Bucks have beat them both times in the playoffs 2 years ago and in the regular season last year. The Bucks are the kryptonite to the Eagles. So if the Bucks have been playing really well, they've added to that team. Baker's been playing great. If the Bucks get the Eagles in the playoffs, I mean, I'm not saying the Bucks are a Super Bowl team, but that's a team right there that they have had the Eagles' number. So I don't think the Eagles are just a quick, you know, oh yeah, Eagles are repeating. They didn't play against the Lions when the Lions are healthy. I mean, honestly, if that game wasn't snowy, I think they lose the Rams game. Now that is the advantage of having the record that you have in hosting games. So no discredit there. The Bucks been able to play them, we don't know what would have happened there. Packers played the Eagles really, really well week one. And then in the playoffs, you know, honestly, if you look at the Packers game, our defense played them really, really well. It was our offense couldn't get anything going. I mean, we fumbled the ball on the kickoff, gave them a 7-point spot to start the game. And then they didn't do much offensively the rest of the game until Saquon broke a run kind of late after our defense had been on the field all day because our offense couldn't do a thing. So it really depends there. I don't want to throw Packers in there because our offense, from what I'm hearing, is awful right now. Defense really, really good in camp. Offense is horrible. There we go. Hit that block. Get a stiff arm. Nope. Okay. We'll take it, though. So on the NFC side, the Rams, the Lions, the Eagles are the big three. Just kind of like on the AFC side, it's the Ravens, the Bills, and the Chiefs. Yeah, that's a good point too. It looked like the Green Bay Packers recovered that, but they just gave it to the Eagles. I was pretty upset about that in that moment. Hey, we're finally getting a little bit of the passing game going when we're coming out of play action. Of all things. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take a shot deep. If they give us the right look. They're not giving us the right look. At least according to the shell. So we're gonna hand this off. Yeah. Running's starting to get better. Obviously, our rushing numbers look inflated because we had that big run. When you take that big run away, we're running the ball, 4 yards a carry. We might have a shot to McMillan. Everything looks blocked up pretty well. Try to get it up there. 49ers have an easier schedule. Yeah, but dude, the 49ers cannot stay healthy, number one. And they've lost some talent. Naturally, you get off Brock Purdy's rookie deal, you gotta pay him that money. You got McCaffrey money, you got Fred Warner money. Yeah, that's why you have to get rid of Debo and... Alright, we got a 4th and 1. We're going to go for this. Yeah, coach. I like that. I like that we're going for it here. We're on the road. We're down 7. There's Rico Dowdle. There we go. All right. Slot 2 buck. I'd like to have the seam. Let's see how they come out and look here, because if we can get the seam right over them... Let's see what they do here. I might get Leggett. That safety's playing inside. I might have a deep ball to Leggett here. Yep. We're going to at least try it. No way! What a play. Travis Hunter. Oh my. I was just trying to give my guy a shot, man. I'm not mad. That's a good play. Did I have anywhere else I could have went? I just kind of pre-threw it when I saw I had one-on-one. Didn't even realize it was Travis Hunter, which makes a difference. I'm not going to... I mean, mismatch with the wide receiver versus Travis Hunter over there. I mean, that's honestly the best place for me to go is a one-on-one, but the ratings disadvantage... I didn't really have a good other spot to go with it. If I could have lofted it up a little bit more, maybe. This is to our advantage, though. We had a safety? No. Dude, EA hasn't been scanning a lot of people in the game. The thing is, EA needs to update the technology where they don't need to always scan. Like 2K does scans players, but then they just do a computer render for others. They have a full-on sculptor. EA needs to have a full sculptor in the game instead of just these generic faces. Because we get all these horrible looking faces in the game, man. And it's all pre-made horrible faces. It's 2025. Put a freaking sculptor in the game. Why can't we have a full facial sculptor? Why? Why can NBA 2K have one? Why can MLB The Show have one? Why can't Madden have a full facial sculptor? How are we feeling about the first half of gameplay, boys? Through 2 interceptions, but that's kind of the growing pains. Like, we don't really have good wide receivers. We have young wide receivers that need to develop. Got a young quarterback we need to develop. Am I hoping Green Bay gets Parsons? Depending on what we would have to give up for him, yes. That's the thing, though. I would love to have Micah Parsons on the team. He's young enough. I would rather have him over Trey Henderson, right? Because of the age difference. But what do we have to give up? So I don't want to give up Edger and Cooper. He can't be included. I don't want to give up Enbari. He can't be included. I mean, if it was Rashawn Gary, because of the cap, the money, if we swapped Rashawn Gary and then threw in like some pick collateral, not a ton, because you're getting back a pretty good player. He's not elite like Micah Parsons. He's not a bad player though either. So you get back Rashawn Gary and, you know, maybe a second this year and a second next year. No first round picks. If you give up Rashawn Gary, no first round picks. But at the same time, I don't think the Packers can afford to keep Rashawn Gary if they go get Micah Parsons and extend him. And then you got Edger and Cooper, who's been looking like an absolute stud. You got to make sure you keep him getting reps. And if you keep Rashawn Gary and Micah Parsons, you don't have room for Edger and Cooper to get a lot of looks. So I mean, literally you have to do, Rashawn Gary has to go back in that trade. Yeah, and then I would say 2 second-round picks. No firsts. Yeah. I could handle that. And I mean, the 2 second round picks with Rashawn Gary could be even an overpay. I don't really know. Maybe when you throw in a player like Rashawn Gary, how they graded and stuff like that, maybe it's not that much. I mean, I know Dallas is going to want something in return. But is it all draft picks or, I mean... Dude, I wanted Cooper DeJean so bad, man. And now we don't have a corner. We just cut Jair Alexander. Like, you're telling me we couldn't trade him for anybody? And here's the part I mean, I don't know. We have the cap space. Like, why are you worried about restructuring Ja's contract? I understand he hasn't been playing that much, but he's under contract. It's not like we're hurting for cap space right now. Why are we worried about it? Why not keep one of the better corners when healthy in the game on your roster? I guess they looked at it like last year. You know, he was hurt and our defense was still pretty dang good. And then they added Nate Hobbs, and so maybe they're thinking, well, we were pretty good without you last year when you were hurt. And we added a corner to the team, so now we don't need to pay you this kind of money since you're always hurt. But I would have liked to see them at least get something in return. Oh, good D. Shoot. I have not been able to throw the ball much. What's up, Ron? I mean, we've had some success off of play action, but I have, and that's about it. I'm gonna try some RPOs. I haven't tried any RPOs yet. I just realized that. I think those are going to be good to get Milton going a little bit. Man, they're so close to just breaking one. You can just tell. They're like getting blocking, but we're able to just recover just a little bit. Like that play right there was almost a big one. Have they been able to run the ball? They've been running it. I don't know how successful it is. Been not as successful as I'd like, but at any moment they could break a big one. We haven't been able to run the ball very well either. We had a big run, and so our running stats are going to look different because we had a big run. So yeah, he's a 17 for 27, not very good. We're 9 for 102, but when you take away the 73 yarder, then we're 8 for 29, right? We're 8 for 29 if we take away our 73 yarder. I mean, so it's just been us, and in Dowdle's 5 for 13. So yeah, I want that to be higher. He has a long of 11. He has a lot of carries for 1 or nothing. But at any moment he could, dude, Arad, I could care less whose sliders you're using, man. Use whatever makes you happy. DJ, no, I haven't. So here's the thing. I tried doing Team Builder last year because I really like the Rams uniforms from after they won their Super Bowl in '99 when they switched to the blue and the gold or whatever you want to call it. Oh no. Get there. Stop them. Thank you. I love those jerseys, man. I don't like their new jerseys at all, but I love those old jerseys. But when you switch to those jerseys, Madden doesn't consider it a throwback this year, so they don't change the logo in the field and at the middle of the field. They don't change the color scheme in the stadium. They don't change your gear. They don't do anything like that. So you still have the yellow and blue versus the Royal Navy and gold. So I tried going the Team Builder route last year to try to find that old school setup so I could just move them back to St. Louis and have it. Couldn't find any. No one is able to recreate those jerseys with Team Builder, because that's where my heart truly lies, man. Is I want to take the Rams, move back to St. Louis. Love those jerseys. Build them an outdoor stadium. You'll get snow games and just rock with it. But I can only get those jerseys with the team, but I don't like having all the gear on the sidelines be the wrong colors, and I don't like the 50-yard logo being the wrong logo and the end zone colors being different, and there's no way to change it, you know? Nothing. See, running's been a grind for both teams. I will say that. Yeah, we broke a big one. That's it. They're running a lot of man, and I have not been able to beat it because their corners are better than my wide receivers, straight up. And they got a good pass rush. I had him there, but I let him too much. Man. I said I was going to do RPOs, and then I didn't do an RPO. Someone don't let me forget. I need to do RPOs. Ron, I actually really like the 90s Cowboys jerseys, too. So I actually like the I don't like how the Cowboys do it, where they wear their whites and silver at home and then they wear their colored jerseys on the road. But I like their dark. It's the same color blue as the Rams that I like. But I like their gray pants and their dark blue. I love that jersey, and then I like the all whites from the 90s. Really like that for the Cowboys. I love those, the silver and dark blue jerseys, man. They are so clean to me. Did you get any rain games, Sports Network? Oh my, what a catch. Who'd you lose in the divisional round to as well? I'm gonna start bringing a little bit of pressure. I don't think we've sacked Trevor Lawrence yet. Ran it right into our blitz. Uh-oh. Thank God he threw it. Threw it too far, caught it out of bounds. We're gonna run cover 3 match, but we are going to... The percentage was based on how many, good play. Was just based on how many things I added in there. I was trying to change the percentage. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I was trying to change the percentages. It wasn't really letting me do it too much. So I just went with the amounts instead of trying to change the percentage of it. So, I don't know, maybe put like, but I also tried it when I only had 2 options on there. Maybe put like 3 or 4 on there and then see if you can go back and change the percentages. Yeah, I don't know why we have to be online to do that. I really don't. I mean, you never had to be before in college football way back when, you know? What are we gonna do here? Appreciate you guys all tuning in for the stream, man. I really do. God, I didn't even think about the sneak right there. I forget that they be doing that. Yo, DJ Double B with the $3 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Sorry it took me a minute to see it. My fault, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you guys all coming through and hanging out. Yeah, man, I was trying to do it last year, Sports Network, like to try to make the jerseys like their actual... So there's a great run, and that's what I was telling you guys. Like, they've been running the ball inside a lot, and it's been like, you've seen 1 yard, nothing, -1, you know, and that's why we have the 1.5 yard. But then you get that right there, and they had that other 11-yard touchdown run that looked really, really good too. It's one of those things, like, you just stick with it. They'll stick with it, and they'll break a bigger one. That was a pretty good run. And let's see what his rushing stats are up to now, with still plenty of game left. Now he's up to 20 for 44 because he just had that 17-yarder. So he has a 17-yarder and an 11-yard carry. So he has 2 carries of 28 yards, and then he's got 18 for, 16, right? Because of some of the situations. Now, first of all, I love that he's got 20 carries already. I wish that they'd get their second. I forgot to switch their formation subs when we got on stream, so Travis Etienne's getting all the carries. But we're still in the third quarter, so he's going to have, I mean, we're basically in the fourth quarter. He's probably going to add another 5 to 6 carries to that with them having a lead. And if he breaks another big one or two, not even a big one, but like another 10 or 15 yarder with anything else, his numbers will be at least realistic. I literally watched games last year as a Packers fan. Josh Jacobs had 20 carries for 60 yards. Josh freaking Jacobs, who's rated, by the way, in the 90s this year. So I literally watched that happen. So those games do happen. It's really all depends on, you know, it depends on, you know, the plays you're calling, your play sheets, all sorts of stuff. There's just so many variables. All right, RPOs. I gotta remember. DJ Double B, I appreciate you for everything you've done for us sim gamers. Yeah, man, I thank you, man. It means a lot. Really does. There we go. Let's try to, oh man, they got Travis Hunter on him. I don't like this. They look like they're in man here. We're in the slant. Can get Washington. It's the 2000s. It's the one from literally like the year after they won the Super Bowl '99. They switched their jerseys, right? And they had the gold and the. They had two different versions of it, right? But it was with Kurt Warner, Marshall Faulk, Isaac Bruce. The jerseys that they were wearing in the Super Bowl when they lost to the Patriots. But they had two different versions of it, right? They had their first set that came out right after they won the Super Bowl, and then they ended up having a second one that they changed. Either of those are dope. It's the colors for me. It's the gold with that blue with the helmet. Yeah, they're just not giving me that RPO, but we got the handoff there. I really want to hit him with an RPO here. You sure EA didn't have the scores showing up on the bottom? Well, you can turn it off, bro. DJ, right here. Go to options. Go to settings. Go to visual feedback. Franchise bottom ticker. You can turn it off. Oh! Let's get there. We have to score a touchdown on this drive, you guys. Give me a run play. Thank you, coach. Thank you, coach. Let's check our wear and tear, too. We're pretty good there. Got it. Barely. Barely. Guys, I really want to take a shot. One of the reasons I got Joe Milton is because I want to take a shot, and I haven't had a lot of opportunities. But with McMillan here, with a safety on him, he might split. I'm probably predetermining my throw. Oh my god. He has a linebacker on him. No, I got hit. You gotta be kidding me. I had it. They blitzed. I had it. I was just verifying that there wasn't any, shell coverage look. And it just took me a little too long to see it. They're manned up, and I can't find anyone open. Oh, they're not man. They were in cover 3 match. Okay, that's why it looked like it was a man. It's going to be tough with our receiver situation. It's going to be really tough. I might have to start doing, like Bethlehem said, some actual scrambles with my quarterback to... Keep running, bro. We have time. Yo, Scoop, what's up, man? I have news for you, brother. I have news for you, my friend. Oh! Did it hit him and we recovered it? It did! Let's go! Timeout. So Scoop, my news is that I finally caved. I bought the $100 version of 2K yesterday to have early access next Friday. I'm gonna take the day off of work and I'm gonna play my career. I'm not even gonna touch my NBA stuff for a little bit. I already messaged Celtic LG to partner up on the rosters this year. I think we're gonna do that, but yeah, I'm gonna kind of dive into my career a little bit more, and I'm gonna just be like a sim gamer plays my career, and I'll do online and stuff too. So anyway, that's my good news, man, because I didn't have the game purchased. I wasn't gonna get it early, but I'm getting it early. Gonna take the day off because then I get a 4-day weekend because Monday's a holiday. Guys, this worked out. Oh, Scoop, we gotta link up then, bro. We gotta link up and play. Look at this. It hit off of 51. He got pushed in. The ball hits the ground. And it hit number 51. He didn't see it, and we dive on it. Let's freaking go. Alex, I'm a market account executive for a regional cable company. It's in 5 states. And so I have pretty much... my territory is the whole western half of North Dakota, with the exception of like one city. That's not mine. Brad, what changed? I was always gonna get 2K, Brad, for my YouTube channel. It's a tax write-off for me. I was always gonna get it. I wasn't gonna get it early because it's releasing so early in the year, and I don't need to worry about having my NBA stuff done until October. But I am really interested in the My Career story this year. Like Spike Lee, the last time he was involved, that story was fantastic, and that's offline, right? So I can play that offline. And if I enjoy the game, I can hop on and play My Career online a little bit. But I do enjoy the My Career offline story mode when it's good. And I know they're getting rid of a lot of the pointless running around the map stuff that people hated so much. So, yeah, I got it early because I want to play My Career. No, you're good, Brad. I want to play My Career a little bit, get into that story. And then I do want to go play, I'll play a little bit online. I've played online Pro-Am and stuff for a lot of years. If I got people to play with, oh no, I missed it. I tried cutting back and it wasn't there. RPO. So I'll play a little bit with Scoob, and let's see, what's Travis Hunter doing here? No, we got to go for this. Travis Hunter, they're manned up on everything. I should know that mofo's man. They're always running man, so RPOs are going to be really tough because he's not dropping back. We got to get Booty on the outside here. That's where we got to go. Yup. Get in. When you got Madden 26, you paid $36 for it. I'm assuming you traded in some stuff at GameStop, yeah? No. See, running's been tough for us too, guys. Running's been real tough for us. We're gonna go split offset here. Yeah, there are a lot of options in in 2K for sure. But they give you a lot of dang advertisements too, which is so frustrating. Let's go. We're in the game, fellas. We're in the game. Finally got a turnover to go our way. Hell yeah. That's awesome, Ron. That's a good deal. All right, 6 minutes left. We're down by 7. What can we do? The worst part is, as you guys have seen, passing's been really tough for me this game with their matchup, man. What I don't like though is Travis Hunter is not like, I have McMillan's my rookie. He is my number 1 wide receiver, and he is never going up against Travis Hunter. Yo, Alex, that's good, man. I appreciate that, and I'm happy you're having a good time with those sliders. And that's fine, honestly. If you guys haven't bought Madden already, I would tell you you're good to wait until that first patch for franchise mode. I mean, I'll be restarting. I'm going to be using the Panthers. I'll most likely be doing all this stuff again, but it also gives me an idea of what I like or don't like about this initial moves that I make, you know. But I'm sure I'll be starting over with the trait when they drop the trait. Maybe some other updates to franchise, but I'm pretty sure I'll start over. So I'm not taking this one too seriously, knowing that. But it's still fun to play games and get into a franchise. I'm gonna restart my dynasty in college football with Purdue because of the roster update, and then get some new. Hold on. Get some new wear and tear sliders in there to not screw up the... Can we get a sack? Nope, we got a throwaway though. To not screw up the long-term, issues with the players that I've been having. And everyone's been having. Let's go cover 2. And we're going to bring them through the middle right here. I like this. I like this right here. Make the stop. We're going to have a chance, fellas. Unless they go for it right here. Nope. Okay. Brad, they haven't announced a single thing. But I like to go watch Mills a lot. And he mentioned that they were aware of the trade issue. And he's an EA game changer. He's got devs that he talks to and stuff like that. So for him to say that, hey, they're aware of it, that would make me think that they're aware of it and they're going to address it. We have no idea. Will, as far as the first patch, I would think... So I'm going to pause so I don't get too distracted. So they always drop, for the most part, patches on a Tuesday is normally when they do it. I think I'm accurate that information. So to me, NFL season starts on a what is it, a Wednesday, a Thursday? That week, I think Tuesday. So we're not this week, but I think it'll be the following week. So I think what would that be, 10 days away? That'd be September 2nd, right? My guess is September 2nd. That's where I'd put my money. All right, we got to get McMillan something here. No, you guys, I tapped circle when I meant to tap X, and then because I just like double tapped it, so then he didn't throw it. God dang it. We just screwed this up. I had him wide open underneath. I just gotta force this up there and hope he makes a... Okay. Yeah, before week 1, dude. That's kind of when they do their... that's my third pick. That pisses me off. That's kind of what they've always... And I didn't even think I was going to throw a pick there, man. I just was chucking it up. I thought my guy would go make a play. At least attempt to jump for it. Let it be a pass breakup. Do something. Don't just let the DB jump and make the play. And like I said, there's Travis Etienne with another big run. His numbers aren't going to look that bad when it's all said and done. And if you watch the game and how it played out and some of the runs they were trying right into the heart of my defense, and he's had a lot of runs like that. Ron, no, I don't. I don't think so, because number one, so many people don't have the consoles that have a disc. That's number one. Number two, so many people play both. Number three, EA's never gonna drop a game that is franchise only, where there's no option for them to ever have someone spend extra money. And boom. Like I said, you guys, it might look rough here and there, but then they just get a couple of those types of runs. Let's go look at Travis Etienne's numbers now. So you just gotta stick with it. 24 for 83. I mean, again, I'm 2 for 6 with Rico. I'm 2.6 with Rico Dowdle. You take away my 73 yarder. That's exactly 17 carries for 50 yards, 53 yards on the dot. 17 for 53. So it's not like I'm doing anything crazy either, right? 17 times 3 is 51. So I'm averaging 3.1 and he's 3.4. I mean, it's balanced, man. It's fair. It's balanced. It's fair. And believe me, they are going to have games where they run for a lot better on you. It's just, you're not going to have like every single game the CPU runs for this yards per game, because that's not what you see in real life NFL. Just like I'm going to play other games where I'm going to have more success passing than I have had this game. It's just matchups and play call sheets and various things. Chili, man, I'm happy to hear that, bro. Yeah, 3 turnovers today have absolutely killed us. But not being able to pass the ball. We haven't really had guys open. And when we've had guys open, their pass rush has gotten to me. Another, are you kidding me? Why is my guy not going for the... So my guy, I don't know what's going on. I have never experienced this before. I'm literally just throwing it up there. So my guy's like, it's just jump ball. But this is all my picks today, except for the one. So I've had 3 interceptions. Travis Hunter's right here. I'm fine with this. Why is he not making a play? Why is only Travis Hunter jumping for the ball? Yeah, Panthers are my franchise team. Why is Leggett not at least going for the ball? That's what I don't understand. Like, he's in position. He should jump for this. That's what's happened on all 3 of my interceptions. I'm just throwing a jump ball. Like, and my guy wasn't in horrible position. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Like, I'm fine with Travis Hunter making that interception because he's got wide receiver hands, but why is my guy not at least making an attempt for it? And that's what happened on my interception on the sideline over there. I just threw it up thinking, all right, McMillan, he's tall. He'll jump for it. No, didn't jump for it. Just looked at the ball. Like, I have no freaking idea what that's about. Man, 4 interceptions, man, and all of them, no, one of them was me just making a bad, but the other 3, it was just me throwing it up. Let's see if my wide receiver goes to make a play. Is that our first sack? We have 3 sacks? When do we get sacks? I don't remember getting sacks at all today. No, Brett, I've never had that happen before. In all my testing, I have never had my wide receivers not jump and go for a ball. In fact, the reason, I mean, they've been mossing guys, right? That's one of the reasons we're lowering like the catch slider. It's because the wide receivers be super aggressive and are mossing guys. I don't know, man. That's a weird one. I don't know if that's just being weird or it's because my wide receivers are all 74 overalls, but true to the game, what's going on, man? So we can see Trevor Lawrence with 72%. Let's take a look at... He had a 7.4 yards per attempt. I mean, I couldn't get the ball down the field. The whole reason I grabbed Joe Milton was to go downfield, but we couldn't get anybody open. That's definitely going to be a problem for us. Really bad, low-rated wide receivers, and it was shown and it was felt. He 18 to 25 for 187, 72% completion percentage, 7.4 yards per attempt. We love all of that. 43-yard long. Look at this, 25 yards attempted passing. 25 rushing. Now, obviously, he scrambled 5 times. I don't remember how many of them were designed, but we can say that we had like a 45 to 55%, like a 55% pass to a 45% run. When you throw in a couple sacks he took, a couple scrambles, they ran it a lot. Ended up 25 for 80. We were really bad, 17 for 53 when you take away the 73-yard long. Darnell Savage, and then their Mike linebacker led the charge. Devin Lloyd. So we like seeing linebackers having the tackles. They sacked me 3 times. Derek Brown we sacked him 3 times, so it's 3 and 3. And Derek Brown, 99 overall because of the glitch, had all 3 of them. Our leading tacklers were our linebackers. No, Smokey. I can't. I stream from my console. I am online. My only issue there was 25 carries for ETN. Their backup running back didn't get a single carry. Why? Well, we know why. We don't have any control of the wear and tear, and I forgot to go change their depth chart and their formation subs, so when we play the Cardinals, we are going to do that. We'll play another game here. But the thing is, Chili, it's not a visual bug. Well, every single defensive tackle jumps up significantly. It's not just the 99s. If you go through and look, if you in the play now or in the main menu, if you go to the player, like the rosters, and you count up the amount of 90 overalls for defensive tackles and the amount of 80 overalls that there are, and then you go into franchise mode, you'll see all the numbers inflate. So all the players' ratings skyrocket. I am playing on just regular PS5, man. I didn't feel like there was a need to get a PS5 Pro. I didn't, because, I mean, what I do for you guys is sports games, and Madden and 2K are locked in at 60 frames per second. So, and Lightstream caps me off at 1080p 30 frames per second. They've been advertising for a year that they're going to upgrade to 60 frames per second as an option to buy, but that has not come yet. So there was no reason for me to get a PS5 Pro. I mean, I do play some RPGs, and I play a little shooter games here and there when I have time. But for me, I got an HDMI 2.1 monitor. I can run my 120 FPS. Yes, I'd like to have the higher resolution for those. But it was not worth the purchase of a PS5 Pro, you know. Especially when we're like 2 years away from the PS6. If Sony keeps their timeline, right? PS5 released 5 years ago this November. So they've been releasing a new console every 7 years. So we're literally, it's crazy to think about, but we're literally 2 years away from PS5 or PS6. Like, PS5 cycle is almost done. It's crazy to think about. So yeah, for the price point, and then I have the disc version of the PS5, I'd have to spend, it was $700 for digital, then you have to pay for the add-on just to have the disc. It was going to cost me $300. It's $300 more to get the disc version PS5 Pro than what I paid for the PS5. And then I'm going to sell this. It's going to be used. So it's $500 brand new. Now it's $550, right? But I'm not going to get that. I'm going to get maybe $400 for it used. So I'm going to have to spend $450. Yeah, no thank you. Not worth it. Now, when the PS4 Pro came out, I bought the PS4 Pro. But you look at the price difference between the PS4 Pro and the PS4 at the time, it made more sense, right? The PS5 Pro price difference is stupid. So we're gonna set their depth chart real quick. We have Jay Connor, we got Trey Benson. It's on him at night. All right, yep. But what we're going to do... Power back should be James Conner. Yep. But their third down back should be... Trey Benson. That's the first thing we're going to do. Now we're going to go ahead and do their formation subs. And all this single back stuff can be James Conner. We're going to put Trey Benson in on the pistol. And we're going to go put him in some of these over here. think the spread ones make more sense. All right, he's already in there on that one. Sorry, he's number 33, so he's in here on these ones because we switched to the depth chart. Big Red Dog, it really doesn't seem like it's been out for 5 years. It really doesn't. So we got Trey Benson in on all these, but then these ones, James Conner's in. So we should see a pretty, yeah, just that depth chart change right alone. It did a pretty good job here. Let's see if we got anything that I'd want to put. I think I'd want to put Trey Benson in right here. That's it though. And now we are going to retire. And now we gotta go. Again, it sucks, you guys, but spending this little time before you play, I think is going to improve your experience. So take control, and that's why I say offline franchise, so you can do that stuff. Can't do that in online. Go to the Cardinals. We are going to take a look at Kyler Murray. We're going to just check some traits, make sure they got some traits. They matter. I like those traits for him. We're gonna check James Conner, make sure he's an 85 overall. He needs to have some like bowling guys over trait. He has run over. I love that. I love that he has run over. We're gonna give him cannonball just because I like to see that stuff. I think we're going to do that. I think we're good there. I don't think he's an 80. I mean, we don't need to overpower him at all. Let's look at wide receivers. Let's see what Marvin Harrison has. Yeah, DJ, I think you're probably right on that. All right, so he's a playmaker and a deep threat. So let's see what he's got for traits. Nothing. No traits at all. So we're going to give him aggressive because he's a deep ball guy. Actually, no. We're going to give him highlight reel. We're going to take away. We're gonna do that. We want to get him, celebrate a little bit. You know what I mean? I think we're good on Marvin Harrison Jr. there. McBride. We got to get McBride something, yeah? Would we say vertical threat possession? So we want to get him... He has no traits. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, you guys. EA, what... WTF, I'm going to try not to swear. You have all these traits and all these great players. The players that should have them, and there's nothing. So he definitely needs to have possession. He definitely needs to have rack. He definitely needs to have... We're going to give him a stiff arm. We're going to give him cover ball. And we're going to give him discipline. It's unbelievable. Again, this is just cleanup that I recommend doing, you guys, before you play. 77 overall, we're going to leave it. 86 overall, Josh Sweat should have something. Let's take a look. Nothing at all. Speed rusher, so we're wanting to give him more speed stuff, so we got to edit him. Traits are completely different. I have abilities off. traits are just them utilizing moves and impacting how they play. Abilities are completely different. Traits are tendencies. Think of traits like tendencies. Wait, what is he? He's I always forget. Okay, he's a right edge. I always forget which one they are. And we're gonna give him... We're gonna give him one, or he's 86 overall. He should have... Matt, the face mask penalty was touched, bro. It's at 0. Interesting. Are you sure you're talking about? Are you sure you're talking to the right guy, bro? Like, if you've been testing any of my sliders, man, I haven't had face mask at 50 like pretty much all year. It's been at 0 for several years, or lower than 50. All right, Josh Sweat. We are gonna do we're gonna do a punch it out. I think strip tackles. And would you guys say for Josh Sweat, we could do finesse, we could also do a spin move, or we could also do I think we should do gas guzzler, just more effort. And then we'll just do finesse. Would you guys say finesse, or would we give him twister? I'm almost thinking twister. Finesse? Okay. It's a lot of things, Matt. But yeah, the face mask has a big impact on it. The physics-based tackling setting that I'm on has an impact. All right, so let's go ahead. We got him edited. Let's go put him back. The longest part about this is if they have an edge rusher, because you get these 20-second loading screens. Let's get him back there. Let's check and make sure Calais Campbell has like fly swatter and hammerhead. He has fly swatter, but my man needs hammerhead. You're good, Matt. Let's check their corners. Nothing there to worry about. Nothing there. Lower rated player. Buda Baker. Yep. Make sure this guy's got something. Lower rated guys, I'm not too worried about, like on the defensive side. But I mean, running backs and stuff we for sure want. He's got big hitter. Thank goodness. We're definitely gonna do. We're gonna get Buda Baker. We're gonna give him that stuff and discipline. But I love that he already has big hitter. I just want to see more celebrations from guys. So there we go. That's it there. We're kind of set up there. So what I have, Flacco, is that Mills said that they are aware of the issue. So the issue isn't, for me, an issue is a lot of the players like you just saw didn't have some traits, like Marvin Harrison, Buda Baker, he had one, but they didn't have some traits, right? That's not the real issue. That's just my personal opinion. The issue is edge rushers The majority of them do not have traits. Some of them do. But the issue is that you cannot add those pass rushing traits to edge rushers, right? We have to edit them to defensive tackle to get them. That's the issue, is because we can't. It means that those edge rushers will never gain those traits in your franchise. So they either have the traits or they don't. They cannot gain them because they're not able to be added. So draft guys come in and they'll have traits, but they can never add or gain a trait. And so, yeah, that's the issue, is with the edge rushers. Now, I personally think players need to have more traits. I think traits were a great thing that EA did. You have a lot of traits in there, you're going to add more. Make sure higher end players have something that makes them feel more different. Not just, one or two. And I think a lot of players need to have some sort of showboat. I don't want this play sheet. I don't want that play sheet. I don't want that. I want this one. And I want the 425. There, I only have two. That's what I'm doing. Those are the two that I'm doing. I love the 425. I like that for the wear and tear. I don't want that. I want... have that. Gotta have that. We're hurting so much. Ooh. Let's take that off of there. You want to know how much that beast is going to cost? I mean, I think you have an idea, right? If the PS5 Pro is $750, I'm assuming we're going to be in that range too, because the chip costs have come down. So I don't know why they're charging that much. Let's see what we got here. So we need to go full pads for everybody except for... I love that I can do this on individual places. Yo, Jason, what's going on, man? Dynamic weather. So that's something Eric Rayweather talked about when he came back from his visit to EA to check out college football and Madden. He said that dynamic weather is coming to Madden 27, or it could make its way in through a patch this year. Based on information he was told, they talked about it. The first step was get the weather. The next step, dynamic weather. That's kind of where we're at. We're not worried about any of those guys. Dude, if they could get in dynamic weather and dynamic lighting, yeah, man, we're gonna be sitting really nice as far as visual and immersion stuff. But there's still a lot of stuff that they need to bring in. Number one, can we get starting lineups back to us? I mean, you work so hard on presentation. We still don't have starting lineups given to us. It'd be really nice to, do like they did. And when they had the Jim Nantz and Phil Simms, they had the quarterback run out with the stats they do now, but then they did the starting lineups. They talk about a player there. To me, as far as in-game presentation and commentary, the Jim Nantz, Phil Simms team and that whole package with how they did instant replays. They talked about how they commented on the instant replays, how they talked about the starting lineups, key players, just everything was not only the best presentation in Madden, but that's one of my favorite presentation as far as feeling immersed into a game that I've ever had in any sports game. Like EA knocked it out of the park with that whole style, and then for whatever reason they left it. All right. Approval rating's 47%. Great. We literally have a really decent schedule to start the season, right? We had the Jaguars, blew that one. Have the Cardinals. Then we got the Falcons. We got the Patriots. I mean, but 2 games on the road to start off. That looks bad. That red helmet looks bad. All right, they're in all reds. We're going to do... What's our way alted? This is weird. I've never had this work. Like, I've always never been able to see it. We're gonna do this. Away option. Yep, we're gonna do this. All right, let's go, y'all. Philip, I don't know what you're doing, bro, because I couldn't do shit last game. I broke a 73-yard run, and then I got set up from a fumble. Bring back custom schedules and hire 100% DJ. We need all that stuff. Now, the retired players is a licensing thing. Now, as far as like players that are already retired sitting in the pool, but if you have the players that are licensed in the game that can be like in 2K converted to coaches and hired and brought on, absolutely, you've already licensed that player. They're in the game. I have a list of things that I really want them to add to franchise mode. Now, not just features like we're talking about, but just some like quality of life stuff, like the ability for us to give the CPU custom playbooks, the ability to have dynamic substitutions. What is it? Mass substitutions, excuse me. Like, we play preseason. Look, this is the exact same 3 plays that was suggested to me the first 3 plays of last game. For preseason, you only go to your second unit. You don't ever get to your third string. Or be able to set how much you want a person to play in preseason, stuff like that. Oh no. They went engage 8 the first play of the game, and we ran it and had success. Let's go. All right, let's see how this game looks. See if we can get more passing game going, man. The Jaguars just had a really good game plan against us. We weren't able to get the ball down the field. They ran a lot of man coverage. Philip, what sliders are you using, bro? Are you having that issue with my sliders? Oh, hey, at least he kind of went for it there. We went deep, overthrew him a little bit, but Derek Brown's out for the game. He got hurt in practice. No. I use the D-line, Philip, personally. But I like rushing the passer. What I will say about those who play linebacker is... Hold on, let me just look at this replay real quick. Because this is something we didn't have this opportunity. Look at this little, slant and go. You're on default to everything. Oh, okay, and you're asking about trying my sliders right now. I think you'll find yourself hopefully having a better experience as far as the offense. Look at that. I like that reaction. I like that. That's good. And then look at the speed difference. I like this play. I like this as a football play. He's playing back, he's reading, then he reacts to the go, and then gets just faster than him. And look at the speed take over, but we overthrew it. That's a good play, though. That's a good play. I like that. Now, getting back to the question, I run as the defensive line. I like rushing the passer, personally. A lot of people like to play as the linebacker. Here's what I'll say about that. If you want to play as the linebacker, fine. But you need to stick to your assignment. What a lot of people like to stay as the linebacker, and they can read and dissect what the CPU is doing faster than the AI would. And so if they're supposed to be in a zone drop, they see it's a run, they jump up and run up to tackle the CPU faster than that player would have based on his ratings had it been controlled by the CPU. So that's one of the reasons why I don't recommend linebacker. It's just so easy to try to cheat what would have happened. You know what I mean? We go. So if you're going to do linebacker or safety, play what you're supposed to, right? You need to, make sure you're not, cheating it or... We'll go to the gates there. That's all I'll say about that. But I love rushing the passer. I'll move myself different. I don't run with the same player. I'll switch it up. Thread the needle. Oh, that's one thing I do want to get to the point where I know that I can thread the needle. Backers always look run first, though. But do they in Madden? If you break down how the backers play in Madden, do they always go run first, or they kind of... Oh, no. I guess part of the reason why I don't run linebacker, and I see a lot of people who run linebacker, is they look like they're just making all the plays. They are always taking away the middle of the field perfectly. They're always stopping the run game. It's like it feels like it's overpowered. You make a fair point, Jason. But can you at least agree that my observation of they look overpowered? How they're able to perfectly always take away the middle of the field and then always be up in the run game. To me, you get what you get back from the game what you give it, right? So if you want to play the middle linebacker and then you are just being a beast and you are, just crushing it even with a lower rated guy, and then you're frustrated the CPU offense isn't doing very well, evaluate, right? Evaluate what's going on. Yeah. See, I'm trying my darndest to get pressure on Kyler there, and I couldn't. I love that he went deep right there. I was trying so hard to get pressure on Kyle, and he's taking off on us. Dang it. This is going to be a challenge, and I like it. I like it already. And we don't have our best defensive player. What's up, Billy? Man, he is taking off so quick. We're going to have to put a spy on him. Like, holy. He is just... There we go. 4-3, contain. With a spy. Watch, they're going to hand it off right now. They've come out with 4 straight passes, and then James Conner walks into the end zone. All right. This is one of the things I kind of knew was going to happen with the Carolina Panthers, man. They looked like they'd be a good rebuild team. I mean, no wide receiving core. Quarterback position wasn't secured. Defense wasn't anything special. You got a good corner. You had a good defensive tackle, nose tackle, and a decent safety, and that's it. Linebacker core, awful. Edge rushers, 2 rookies, so we don't know what they're going to be. Lots to build off of with this team. Yeah, Jason, you're 100% right. And you're right, scramblers do scramble this year, which is nice, for sure. Man, they are loaded up in this box here. We're still going to run it, though. I cut back and I shouldn't. We'll try a screen again. That screwed us up last time. We called the screen and there was nothing there. This is a rough start offensively. I mean, last drive we actually moved the ball a little bit down the field. We were able to complete some passes. Yeah, I was going to use the Giants too, Jason. I ended up changing my mind last minute. No! I love that. I'm frustrated because I had the completion, but I love that. And you know why that happened? Because he had fly swatter on him, didn't he? No, we didn't even touch. That was a different dude. We didn't even touch him. I love that. Guys, look, I had Booty wide open. And this is where I was slinging it. I was like, yep, we're uncorking this. Joe Milton's got a rocket. I'm using the Texans playbook. I was like, oh yeah. Uncork this bad boy. I changed my scheme, but I kept the Carolina Panthers playbook. But I kept my defensive scheme, but I changed the playbook. But it was part of the reason I changed the playbook was because the Panthers are in a 4-3 scheme, but their playbook was a 3-4 playbook. I was like, no, I'm gonna run a 4-3. You know? Absolutely I do. Because guess what, Jason? I'm not Dan Canales. I'm a different coach. And this is your universe, right? So Dan Canales got fired. He is no longer head coach of the Carolina Panthers. Simgamingnetwork's a new head coach, and I get to run whatever the hell I want to. Patriots, call your own I mean, mix it up. I do both, right? Defensively, it really just depends on where I'm at. I normally run coach suggestions the first drive or two just to get a feel, but you can't really get the full shells unless you're calling your own plays. You don't have full access to all the... You do have full access to all the stunts. God dang it. I'm literally going to have to put a freaking spy on him every single time. Concept. No spy? No spy concept? Okay, cool. Yeah, change it, bro. You build your team how you want to build it, right? So you are the head coach, and the thing is even if you keep it as an existing coach, you have your way you want to build the team. Change it. Build the team how you want it to be built. Like, I didn't want to be a West Coast scheme. I want to be a vertical. I did a vertical zone run team. I want to run the ball and I want to throw it deep. That's why I traded for Joe Milton. Got a 99 arm strength. You know? You change it now, bro. It's your universe, man. Have fun with it. Now, would I say change your scheme every other week? No. Change your playbook every other week? No. But change it. You don't need to wait, dude. Just change it. Change it and rock with it. And then if you don't like it, pick that in the end zone, please. Okay, we'll take that. Threw it up in double coverage. All right. Holding the 3 here, as long as we don't... rough them. And I was making sure I didn't, because I was like, we're not going to block this. We're not blocking this. All right. Let's try some RPOs, man. We waited till the second half to try it last game. Travis Hunter was locking it down. Let's get out here and try something to get Milton going a little bit here. Let's do this. Just get some completions. Let's see what we got with Booty over here. Here we go. We'll take... Ooh, 8. We'll take 9. Wow. Yep, we're gonna try to just do whatever we can to get this ball down the field. Get us in scoring range. We need at least 3 points on this drive. Let's see what Rico Dowdle can do. Got a little bit of a hole. We'll take the first. You don't have an offensive mind? It's really just kind of what you want to do. I'm trying to, figure out what they're doing defensively, because it's different than what the what's my play sheet here? Yeah, I want this. It's different than what the Jaguars were doing. You know what I mean? And so that's why it's like I want to see how they react to RPOs. Oh, I made the right read. That's a tough catch, though, and he's a lower rated guy. I love running the ball, man. I love running the ball, up the pass. Come on, he's getting hit there. That's the thing. I got lower rated guys, and they're not getting a lot of opportunities just to catch and run. They're getting hit, and they're dropping them. Airmailed it. I threw that one too hard. Probably could have turned and got the first down there. Yeah, I ended up I mean, you can start off and be pass heavy to try to open up the run, or you can be run to try to open up the pass. It's kind of up to you. Like I haven't ran the ball as much to start as I normally do, and I need to start running the ball a little bit more. So there we ran a spy, but our 4-man rush couldn't get any pressure on him. There we go. Come on, give me another spy. We'll just run this. Have a guy in the middle field zone should work. Pressure. Get your he's a 70. He's horrible. He's right there though. Would have liked to see him get a hand up. Man. James Conner just running over us. Dude, we are getting ran through right now. We can't stop him. Like we're protecting against Kyler scrambling, and now he's taking advantage of that. So if we go back to not worrying about him scrambling, now he's gonna take away everything else. He's gonna scramble on us. This is ridiculously challenging right now. Just figure out how to. I gotta hold him to 3 here somehow. Gotta hold him to 3. Let's go. I don't think it knows what you picked, man. I don't. It does. It feels like that on simulation, but I don't think so on competitive. All right, we have a chance here. We have a chance. We're blitzing. We're pressing up. Get him. Thank you, Isaiah Simmons. He got cut. Packers cut him. I love the fact that the Packers signed him in real life. They're not cutting it. I don't think they're going to cut him. But he got cut in Madden. And I scooped him up, and he's my starting strong safety now. All right, we need points here. Philip, I explain all this in the slider video, so I'm not gonna go into that now on stream. I have a slider video out. It's the pinned comment here. If you're interested, that's what I'm playing on. And in that video, I explain competitive, so I'm not gonna bog the chat down and the stream down for rehashing, I thought we were going to get through there. We're going to try to stick to the run. We're going to try to stick to the run here. There we go. Stuck to the run. There we go. Got the big one we needed. Finally. Good blocking on the edge. Now we'll try to go up over the top. Where's my... Where's McMillan at? Here we go. Get another 9.5. Get another 9.5. Did McMillan get hurt, or is he just... Where's McMillan? Sorry. Oh, hit pointer. Ready to play. Okay. Don't tell me he's ready to play and then I put him in and he's too serious. There we go. Cut back. We're starting to get the run game going a little bit, fellas. When can we get McMillan back in this thing? Right, I just didn't even know he was hurt. Woo! He caught that! Let's go! That's why I got Joe Milton. Right there. You need elite arm strength to make that happen. I mean, you can't have any more arm strength than what he's got. On the run throw, and he hangs on to it. Dude, you can't trust progressive fatigue over wear and tear. Progressive fatigue is horrible. All right, let's get Boutte. Turn around, you idiot. All right. Yeah, you can't be on progressive, man. That's... yeah, definitely not the move. Shit. Good defense. All right, what do we want to call right here? What's coach thinking? I don't like... I want Darnell Wash. Ah, man. Jimmy Horn's got his chance here. Didn't hang on to it. Well, we got ourselves... we at least got some offense. And we got some points. But yeah, JD, I agree with you, but even without all that, wear and tear is 1,000 times better than progressive fatigue. Even in its current state with Madden. Progressive fatigue is an absolute... It shouldn't even be in the game. Yes, we should be able to customize our positional groups with how they sub in and out. I agree. And we should be able to have some control over... Like, the wear and tear settings in the main menu do not apply to franchise, and they should. But outside of that, it's still miles better than progressive fatigue. Good defense. I want to run man, but I'm scared to run man that he's going to take off and all our guys are going to be looking downfield and he's going to run for 35 yards. All right, we got 3rd and 3. Dang it. It's a good play call to Marvin Harrison. We got tight ends. We're gonna man up here. They got a 3 tight ends set. This is just like the last game. They're not running the ball well, but I know they'll stick with it and they'll eventually get to it. It's just how it always goes. They either come out and they run the ball really, really well, and then you start slowing them down, or they can't run it to start, and then they just start running it better as the game continues. Safety blitz right here. Hopefully they're not going to go deep. Oh man. Quarterback sneak. Stopped them. Let's go. Are they going to go for it again though? They are in a spot where they could go for it again. Nope. All right, we got the stop we needed. It's the first time we've stopped them all game. All right, I mean, we're definitely in a pass look here. Who's blitzing? My guys couldn't get through the cluster, man. That's unbelievable. I have 3 tight ends over there, and none of them could get out of the cluster. That's annoying. They all just got locked up, and then the pressure got there. I could have went deep. Good defense, number 0. Not a good possession at all here. Not a good possession at all. Unless some miracle we get a big 18-yard. Nope, no, that's the second time. That. What is he? We can't get a block on him. He's playing it like. So he's matched, they're in a match zone. So he runs over, and my offensive line is supposed to get, look at that, they're all hung up. EA's gotta clean this shit up, man. This is why I hate the animation, the system that they're in. Because guys clip on each other. And look what happened to number 68 and 57. They both get hung up from one. Look at that. So now nobody's able to get out and block this guy. This is a perfect play call. I should have 3 blockers here. No one anywhere close. I should honestly be able to pick up this first down. But because of this stuff happening right here. Look, I mean, this is ugly, man. They gotta clean up their animation system, dude. It's 2025, man. You can't be having the same animation system from a decade ago. $1 billion company, you make unbelievable amounts of money every year from people buying Ultimate Team. Invest it in the animation system in the offensive line. Don't keep building on dog shit. Rebuild the entire thing. Don't take chicken shit and try to give us chicken soup. Chicken soup. Take the chicken shit, throw it away, go grab the chicken, let it lay a couple eggs, make us a freaking omelet or eggs Benedict or something. Oh no. One take the Exciters are fired. EA just gotta patch this ASAP. Yeah, what all would you like him to patch right away? In the first one, let's just like your expectations for just the first patch. I don't think they'll bring it this year because they're not gonna want to steal what NCA has. I mean, so they could, but if they do it, I don't think it'll be till after Christmas. NCA's been out. NCA's been out a month, right? A little over a month. So it's still full price. It hasn't gone on discount yet. Like there's still they know that there's gonna be another wave of people that buy it for college football season starting like right around this time. Oh no. So I don't think they're gonna do anything to take away like I shouldn't say that. College football is still new, but Madden's even newer, right? And Madden is still collecting. You know, the season hasn't even started yet. The season starting is gonna have a bunch of purchases made. The game sells a lot during Black Friday. If they drop the weather for college football, I don't think it would be in a patch until after Christmas to make sure that Madden has its time in the sun with the weather, and then they'll just give it to us in college football for the remaining 6 months. If they were to do it, that's what I would anticipate. But at the same time, college football is going to need new fancy stuff to add in next year. So one of the things would be next year, we brought in the weather from Madden 26 into college football 27, and now you guys are going to have real weather of, you know, this type of weather, and that's your new feature for 27. If you put it in 26, that's just one less thing you can, you know, claim as a new feature for 27. I don't guess pass because it's overpowered, man. At least it is on college football. Your pass rushers get a huge boost. It causes sacks. I don't know if I like this run, but we're going to stick with it. Yeah, we'll take 5. 4. I haven't done guess pass, but the other thing is too, people don't ever guess pass on 2nd and 5, Philip. They guess it on 3rd and 10, 2nd and, you know, when it's completely obvious. And that's why I don't like the feature at all. Come on, EA. For fuck's sake, man. Are you serious? Are you serious? We're going to have him just swing out to the side right here, but instead of turning, he's going to just face the freaking sideline. He's going to face me, the coach. And then he's going to turn back around. It's not even a catch. I shouldn't even lose yards for this. But that's I didn't do that at all last game. I need to do that more. He's got the speed, he's got the power. There's no sliders for that. That's just a broken freaking system, dude. Broken animation system, broken logic. So I'm saying you can't just patch shit up. You gotta actually redo it. I know it takes work. Hang on to it. So Terrence, yeah, good news, man. Appreciate that you enjoyed it. I don't know. It sounds like you watched the slider video, but because you're using them. But I don't know if you heard. I said I hadn't figured out the precipitation sliders yet. That's where I was at. I said they were still being tested. Those weren't even going to be finalized for me. So do what you want to on precipitation other than speed threshold. I don't know if you missed that. That's where I'm at with precipitation, man. All right, 6 seconds. We had a 54-yard field goal. Do we have time to chuck one up to the end zone, though? We should have time, right? I don't even know if I want to risk it. I don't even know if I want to risk not having points. But I might miss this. I just missed that. No, I didn't. Thank God. I missed it. I was too short. Yo, Steven, thank you for subscribing to the channel, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. What do you do? I make adjustments all the time, Philip. I add stunts after I pick my play. I'll change my my shell coverage. I will press triangle and I'll defend underneath. I'll defend the sticks. I don't even remember, Terrence. I don't remember whatever was in my slider video. I think I was at 40 for transfers. Chili, I did not know that. Thank you for the information. Rocky, you're okay, buddy. I actually had no idea about that. I think that's one of those things, like similar to like people don't know that when a quarterback scrambles, you click R3 and your guys will like stop what they're doing and turn and chase the quarterback. It's one of those things that just like a lot of people don't know about. I did not know that one. That sucks. That could have made it a 2-touchdown game. That could have made it a 2-possession game. Now we're still 3-possession game. The good news is, if we're looking for silver linings, I haven't thrown an interception yet. Haven't thrown a touchdown yet either. Yeah, I changed it after that, Terrence. I changed it after that. I used whatever Bethlehem kid told me. If you're in the Discord, go ping him. I used whatever he was telling me. He did more testing on it. Man, we don't have Derek Brown. We're not getting any pressure. And our coverage isn't holding up. Like, our defensive front seven is so bad. I mean, it's bad with Derek Brown. It's really bad without him. Like, it's god awful. We don't even have an 80 on our front seven without Derek Brown. The halftime show is good. It's the recap show that's shitty. You're telling me the halftime show we can get 3 highlights and show scores and stats from around the league, but the actual recap show, we only get 3 games. We don't see any other player stats, any other scores, anything from around the league? Like, come on, dude. That's bullshit. It's still not even close to NFL 2K's. 2K, I mean, the halftime show is comparable. The only difference between the 2K one and this one is 2K showed and had Chris Berman doing highlights of your game. Scott Hansen does other games from around the league, right? But you still get the stats from around the league and all that fun stuff, which the other one didn't do. They didn't do stats around the league. So you could almost call that a wash. The 2K one had the player of the game, or the player of the half, right? But the actual week show, what's stupid is this one shows, like, it's there before you've even played your game. So you can see all the scores before you've even played your game, and then you see the stats of the scores. You know what I mean? It should be the week after, not the same week, number one. Number two, the 3 highlights is fair. That's what NFL 2K5 did. But you have to show all the scores and stats from around the league. And you have to touch on injuries and trades, like NFL 2K5 did. Is it, Brad? I thought I was up to 40. I thought I changed it personally after that video, because I made that slider video a long time ago. I thought I changed it from 25 and 15 based on feedback. Here's how you'll know. Here's how you'll know. Go to the last time I streamed when I streamed Purdue, and I'm pretty sure I show it in there. It would be at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, Cards are killing me right now. We can't do anything offensively. Can't stop them defensively. And then we have that. We're getting guys open this game. That's the difference. Last game we couldn't get anybody open. This game we're getting guys open, but playing with a 73 overall quarterback, we're feeling it. That's a great read. Guys open. Off-target throw. So we're constantly playing behind the chains. Instead of being, second and 3, second and 4, whatever, we're 3rd and 7 now, right? Because we were just in 2nd and 10. Man, this is going to be a long season. And I can't blame my wide receivers this game. We've had them getting open. But this game, it's been on Joe Milton, who had a 4 interception game last time. And now he's coming out. And he's missing guys open downfield. And our defense isn't doing us any favors either. Like, we're not getting any pass rush push without Derek Brown. I'm going to have to start blitzing, honestly. And probably running more zone. But our front 7 is all 78 and below. So we're not getting any push pass rush. That was all me. I blitzed there, though. Blitzed. And we're staying. We're gonna I haven't been running enough stunts either. Oops. No time. Yeah, I rock with what he was telling me. Because he was testing it. Oh, great. I got the glitch where I can't pick my play. Thank you, EA. Thank you for this lovely game that has refinement all over. I can't pick my play. So I do not want to be... I couldn't pick my... I mean, now they're in field goal range. But I didn't want to run a cover 3 sky. I was going to run a zone with a blitz to get him off his mark. And I can't pick my play. Couldn't get the shell I wanted. Couldn't get the stunt I wanted. Thank you, EA. Thank you. Oh, he has arm strength, but accuracy poor probably. How is his overall ratings? Yeah, he doesn't have a great accuracy. I knew it was going to be struggle. Like, it's going to be hit or miss with him. And that's why it's kind of important to try to get him going a little bit. You thought that was part of the game? We're gonna get back to RPOs. Great. All that for a freaking yard. Oh man, I don't know if I like this. Option routes are always... Nope. Fucking Christ. Criminy, I shouldn't say that. Dude, play action. I should have just ran right here, but our offense is so bad. He is so slow getting off. He has 85 speed, but he is really slow on his takeoff. I think they did that to all quarterbacks, right? So they just can't just take and go. But that's the thing, is like by the time I decide I want to go, they are just already bearing down on me and I can't even get going. Like right there, I wanted to take, it's happened to me a couple times now. I want to take off and go, but I can't. The takeoff is too slow with him at least. No, because I would back out. I couldn't even switch over to my other formation. It was just stuck on my last, formation that I was in. I wanted to back out. I wanted to switch to the dime. I wanted to run a zone blitz. I wanted to run a shell. I wanted to do a bunch of stuff, and I couldn't do any of it. Finally. I don't even care. He's been destroying us. We're gonna get some sacks on Kyler. He does take a lot of sacks. This is what I wanted to do here. We're gonna... There we go. I want... That's what I want. And we're gonna protect the sticks. They run a screen. It's alright. Got to stop. I just want to get some points, man. I just want to have a drive or two. I mean, we missed a field goal, but we haven't had many opportunities to score any points. There's an RPO. And they played it perfectly. See, now we're down on the behind the sticks again, man. We come out in an RPO, they're playing the RPO perfectly. So they take away the guy outside, and then the run's not even there. Good D, good D. Oh, these are only for franchise, Callum. But yeah, we're sitting in another 3rd and freaking long. When we've been able to get ahead of the chains, we've had success offensively. Oh my! Oh my! That's what wasn't happening last game. I was about to say last week. Technically last week. I did not see. I thought he was wide open. I did not see. We had time to throw. But look at the effort here. This is where I was like, whoa, where was this at? All those interceptions I threw, I was expecting my guys to go do something like this. to at least have it not be an interception because, you know, if anything got knocked up in the air or something, I'm not mad. If now my guy didn't do that and then it was intercepted, I'd be upset. We got to run against this look. I'd already ran that play, so I couldn't audible to it. So that's cool. I don't know that I'm on a cooldown there, so I can't audible to it. So the way that they do that is if you audible to a play that's on a cooldown, you just get a false start. No, I honestly think you're always going to have sliders, Callum. Because it's honestly, and that's for any sports game, it's impossible to tune a game to handle what people are wanting. Because you have to think about it. So this year, I have sliders on all Madden. Last year, I was on all pro. The year before that, I was on All Pro. The year before that, I was on All Madden. And like the 5 years before that, I was on Pro. So it's like, and the thing is, some people want All Madden sliders and will only play on All Madden. That was one of the things that I had an issue with when I made my slider set on Pro. Like, I was making them challenging. People would not try them because they were on Pro. Right, just like with college football last year, I was on All-American. People would not try them because they weren't on Heisman. It's like some people have like this ego about having to be on a certain difficulty level. He dropped it. Or I don't know if ego is the right word, but it's just like they feel like, nah, I can't do it without even trying it. You know what I mean? But I am on different difficulty levels every year based on how I feel the game is balanced. I liked All Pro this year. I thought the pass rush was in a really good spot. I liked a lot about it other than the CPU run game. And I just like in college football, on All-American, both games, they run on the same engine, they carry a lot. So is it a coincidence that both games, the CPU can't run the ball very well? Everyone's talking about it and complaining about it. Everyone. CPU can't run the ball. CPU can't run the ball. Both games. How does that happen? And that's the other thing is, how much are these devs playing against the CPU if both games they have the same issue that guys can't run? I know for sure the devs play against each other in head-to-head, but how much do they play against the CPU? Because even right there, you know, I've tried really hard to improve the running back logic, and sometimes it shines and sometimes it doesn't. But right here, he's an 85 overall. Why is he cutting to the outside? Look at, yes, you got a guy coming right here. He's in a block though. If he runs right through this hole, he's got number 69. He's picking up 3 to 4 yards. There's the line of scrimmage. He's picking up 3 yards easily. Maybe more depending on how those blocks play out. Instead, he takes it because of this guy right here, who's in a block, by the way. We don't even know if it's going to be disengaged by the time he gets there. He's in a block. And he could stay behind number 87 and number 85. He could stay to the inside, just go right here. He could squeak through there, pick up 3 or 4 yards, but instead, runs into this guy. That's the logic that EA gives us with ball carriers. Now, I've done my best to fix it, and there's a lot of times that they don't do stupid stuff like this, but you can't completely take it out of the game. It's hard-coded. This is the logic of James Conner. I wonder how, on the highest difficulty, I wonder how James Conner would feel about this is what EA thinks about him. And it's not just James Conner. It's Saquon Barkley, it's Derrick Henry, it don't matter who. It's hard-coded into their running backs. They don't understand how to attack holes. Because you're telling me that taking your chances, running behind number 69, with this guy maybe getting an arm on you and getting a yard or two was the worst option than running into a big edge defensive lineman's arms and going down for 2-yard loss? Like, come on. And you guys have seen, I've posted clips on X, like, there's definitely times where where they're just cutting and looking great. It's just really inconsistent. And that's unfortunate. Threw it to where my safety blitzed from. Just getting ran. This is, I mean, this is embarrassing. I thought we were going to have a chance against this team. Can't stop them. Like, our defense played pretty solid against Jacksonville, and we were able to put up more points offensively. Are you... He throws it behind him? Oh my God. Maybe trading for Joe Milton was not the move, man. Maybe trading for Joe Milton was not the move. Because that's ridiculous. I make the right read, and I do want the ratings to matter, but my God. This is a good read. He's open. And he throws it behind. Now, is that on me? Is there something I'm doing? I felt like I led him, and he throws it behind him. Interception where I make the right read, and I'm just off on the throw. Huh. I mean, Bryce Young was a 75 overall, Joe Milton's a 73 now after training camp. I don't know if this would have been any better with Bryce, if I'm being honest. They weren't posted in the Discord, Terrence. They were... I changed them just from... like, I was streaming, and Bethlehem just dropped some information, and that was it. Yeah, 2 weeks still isn't that bad, Terrence, for a slider set. I just want to score a touchdown. I just want to score a touchdown. But it's tough when you're calling a good play. You think about how many plays we've called this game that we made the right play call, and then Joe Milton's throw was the reason we weren't successful. Last game, my wide receivers couldn't get open. This game, we've had some guys open. So, Callum, that video was specifically cover one press. Wasn't press coverage in general. It was specifically the cover one. I don't know what to do. I can't complete a freaking throw with Joe Milton. Can't complete a throw. We should pick up this first down, though. No. How did he just come through? Are you freaking kidding me? Fix the blocking logic. I didn't touch the... Gotta go for it, right? I want to score a touchdown. I mean... Hey, there we go. Yeah, you do, yeah, I know what the mode is. I'm going too quickly off my throws. And that was not there. I would have had something more downfield had I been patient. There we go. We're finally... We're finally getting some offense when it doesn't matter. Get in! We finally scored! Finally scored. Maybe we can stop them again and get another touchdown just for, you know, extra feel goodies about ourselves. Welcome to Dak Prescott's world. Offense when it doesn't matter. Or offense against shitty teams and no offense against good teams. See there, and that's the inconsistency right there. That was a good cut by James Conner. if they can get it to be, especially for higher rated backs, like he's an 85 overall, but even lower rated backs, they're in the NFL, man. Are they that brain dead? Like this is a good cut. And I know you have to have some way to distinguish better backs from others, but this is a good cut right here. See how he was like gonna go outside, then he cuts it up inside? That's a good one. What we need is more of this and less of the other one. Less of the one we broke down before. That's another good one. It's only 3 yards, but I'll take it. It's like he goes and he hits a little jump cut to the side. It's like the inconsistency is the issue. You know, there's definitely moments where it looks really good. Delay game? Nope. We're going to call timeout. I'm going to try to see if I can get the ball back. You know what I will say? I set their depth chart. I set their formation subs. I haven't seen Trey Benson on the field once, which is really weird to me. We're double mugging it, and we're gonna blitz. Okay, Kyler. Oh, I like that he threw that. No way, that's not a touchdown. I thought he was going to run for sure. I mean, that could have been pass interference. Not a catch. Or was it? I mean, if they're counting this clip animation, that's a catch. I like that. He steps up and throws on the run and goes deep. And we just gave up a 50 burger. But we got a minute to go down and score with 2 timeouts. That's our goal now. We're gonna go gun. Hey! Mr. B, that's awesome, dude. I'm hopefully you enjoy them, man. Very weird that he hasn't been, even though we set the depth chart. Maybe I should have not retired. Maybe I should have stayed. I don't know. Don't pick that. God damn it. I shouldn't have thrown it. He looked open. He looked open for a moment and then it was in triple coverage. We did that before the game, Brad. I put Trey Benson in as their third down back, and yeah, this is in triple coverage. Not a good idea. I had right here sitting wide open, number 17. I Trey Benson in as his third back, and then I even set the formation subs a little bit. I retired, but I didn't create a user coach when I took over the Cardinals. I stayed as Gannon. What would be interesting is after this game, we'll go in, I'll take control over him again, and we'll see if that's stuck. I know schemes and playbook sticks. Curious if the depth chart changes stick. We'll go look and see, because he's in there as a third down back. We'll even look and see if the changes I made in formation stubs stayed. That'll be the way of knowing, right? Oh, just no pressure. He's thrown for 395. We had no pressure on a four-man rush. And so it's like you either... I don't understand what you're saying. For your Panthers coach, when you switch back, I think you'd need to create a new one. If you had done create new. I didn't do create new, though. That's why it was Gannon, is because I did existing. Why are they passing so much at 40? Bro, I have no idea. That's EA for you, man. That's Madden logic. That's the... Michael, that's awesome, bro. Good deal. How are we up to an 80 overall? Sure doesn't feel like it. I was gonna... We were really hurting without Derek Brown in there getting... Kyler, 22-27, 81%, 14.6 yards per attempt. Destroyed us. Just destroyed us. Rushing was not very good. Kyler had 11 for 88, 25 for... That was tough. He had a 24-yard long. Chuba Hubbard was 10 for 36. I mean, we weren't exactly running the ball great either. But we got all of our element. 38 pass attempts. Again, 4.4. We're not even getting the ball down the field. So I put Trey Benson as the third down back. Let's take a look. We're going to advance a week. We're going to go take control. We're going to go back to the... We'll just see if what I put in there. Maybe they didn't call any of the formations that had Trey Benson on it, right? Because we go to depth chart. He's not there anymore. He should have... It didn't keep it. That's interesting. So that would explain it. It did not keep Trey Benson as the third down back. That would almost mean that you need to stay. You wouldn't retire the coach. You would just swap characters. How do you swap over? You would just swap over. Switch to this character. You would just do that. Is what it sounds like you'd have to do. Interesting doesn't stick though, because I swore it stuck last year. I don't understand, man. We have, and everyone's been saying this too, breakout scenarios turned off, yet I have a breakout scenario. Yay! Come on, man. All we want is stuff to work. That's all we want. Derek Brown didn't even play last game. He's like... No, that's all I wanted to do. Oh, he's a superstar. This would give him superstar X Factor, which doesn't mean much. I mean, he's already a 99, so because of the glitch. So, you know. KSU versus ISU's coming down to the wire. Who were you playing as to lose to the Raiders? Finally have a home game. I don't know. Well, at least the first game was a little bit better. I mean, 28-14 was closer towards the end, you know. That 51-10 game, man. That's just, was tough. That was a tough one. But I mean, you look at our offensive points per game, we're 31st. We have the worst passing offense. Our rushing yards isn't so bad. But anyways, guys, we're going to end the stream here. We ran 2 games. People always come in my chat and normally say, hey, where are the sliders at? So I did link it. It's been pinned in the chat all day, but no one's actually asked about the sliders, so maybe that worked. So Appreciate all the feedback from those who said that they're enjoying the sliders. That makes me happy, man. I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. I'm enjoying them too, even though I'm losing, get my butt kicked. But I knew what I was in for when I took control of the Panthers. Not a lot of talent on either sides of the ball. And that's just one of the things to enjoy about doing a rebuild, is building up that team, getting that talent there, and seeing the wins pile up as you start to make your team better. So we will get a couple wins this year. I'm probably thinking we're going to be around the 4 to 5 win range, which is well within what I expect. I don't expect to be more than that. The talent's not there. The roster's not there. We don't got good wide receivers. We don't have a good quarterback. We have a decent offensive line. We don't have a good front four. We have one good player on our front four with a lot of youth. We don't have a good linebacker core. We have one good corner. And we have one good safety. So, I mean, Spears, Algier, and Bigsby always traded. Yeah, I'm more surprised about Spears. I like Tajay Spears. In fact, I was thinking about running with the Titans for a little while strictly because of Tajay Spears. I'm surprised Tank Bigsby gets traded as much as he does. But anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I don't know when I'll be back with another stream. I guess you'll find out when I do. But I'm thinking about live streaming NBA 2K on Friday. I don't know if people will care or not, but we'll throw that out there. And need to get back and do another Culture Bowl stream as well. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for those of you who subscribe to the channel during the stream. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate it. And hopefully you guys enjoy the sliders. Definitely give feedback on the slider video, because other people that are lurking like to read the comments and the feedback, and that definitely helps people want to try the sliders and stuff. But until next time, y'all, peace.